Well, hello and welcome to the Crow and Cardinal. It is a beautiful sunny day, but the wind is coming out of the north and it's howling. So my video out there did not work, so it's all right. We move into the lounge. Today, we're going to talk about light and dark, flavors, colors. And to start things off, well, let's start with what I've poured already. A ESB ale, extra special bitter, and I'm going to add a Guinness using my Bass Ale opener and the handy dandy Guinness spoon. We're going to carefully pour this. This is all by way of getting ready for the upcoming holiday, St. Patrick's Day. We're going to let that settle. But we have some nice separation there of light and dark. So, won't you join me on the other side of the wall here, and we're going to talk about the second part of today's video, light and dark tobacco. So, in keeping with today's topic of light and dark, by the way, my half and half is looking quite nice. The ale was an ESB from a local brewery, and it mixes very nice with the Guinness. Very tasty. It's very good on its own, and it's very good mixed, which is kind of what we're going to talk about here. The light tobacco is Gold Block. The dark tobacco today is St. Bruno's. It just so happens that both of these fine tobaccos are made by Ogden's of Liverpool once upon a time, and sadly no longer so. And I can't verify it myself, but from what I've read, these are rather, well, they're not the same as they used to be, but then again, what is. And I thought it would be fitting to smoke them in my Liverpool. This is a Yule's pipe, by the way. Quite rare. Yule's out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Once upon a time had pipes made for them and made their own pipes, as I understand it, in-house. So here we are, the light and dark. Gold Block is a shag cut, Virginia and Burley. It's a quite mild smoke, but it's comforting. It's satisfying in its way. It's something that you could easily smoke all day. For me, the flavor profile is slightly caramely, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of nuttiness from the Burleys. The Virginias are not overly grassy or hay-like, but they have a more mature Virginia flavor, which I really like. For anyone who has not tried St. Bruno Flake, rich, dark, meaty, barbecuey, a bit of floral, a little bit of spice. They're at opposite ends of the spectrum as far as flavor profiles. And I would say that sometimes this hits the mark and sometimes this does. And what we're going to talk about today is sort of a blending of the two for those times when this is not enough and this is too much. And why not, as he knocks his pipe over. what I did was I took by eye 50% of each and put them in a small jar, and I've let them sit in here and marinate for roughly a week. It's not necessary, obviously, that you do that. It was just a recommendation that I had read that giving the tobaccos a chance to meld, sort of like making a stew. It's a little bit better once it sits for a few days. So I've mixed those and I've packed my pipe. And if you hold on just a minute, stay with me. We'll talk about flavor profile. And we're away. Very nice. Very nice. It's a great marriage of these two blends, a light, mild tobacco mixed 50-50 with a dark, flavorful, complex tobacco. It's hitting the right note today for me. As I said, I haven't had a chance to smoke a lot of Gold Block. Gold Block is very new to me, and it's disappearing. It's on the hit list. It will not be coming back, and that's quite the shame. It's a tobacco that's been around in the UK for many, many years, and to see it just dismissed is it's hard to understand why that would happen, but it is. The only way that I got this tobacco, because it's impossible to get in the United States, is that my dear friend Keith Shearer Smokes from Scotland sent me a pouch, and I am putting it to good use. I am one of those people who think that it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. I will try a tobacco that I may never get a chance to sample ever again in my life for the experience of sampling it and enjoying or finding that it's not all it's cracked up to be. I don't care about that so much as it is of the experience of trying it. And it makes life more interesting, if you will. My pipe has gone out because I'm talking and not puffing. So today's lighter is a Zippo. However, the insert is a Thunderbird butane. It is a pipe lighter, but the back side is blocked. The on-off switch on these guys is the cover lever. It's off, it's on. Wonderful. I found out about this Thunderbird thanks to Captain Kirk. He mentioned it in one of his videos and I do love these pipe lighters, but the butane does not transmit a flavor that the other fuel does on occasion. And I do like the fact with the Thunderbirds of just being able to click. You don't have to hold any buttons down to keep the gas flowing. So wonderful. Thank you, Kirk, for mentioning that. The tamper of the day is my Wizard from Giuliano Spitaletto. Nice weight. It's a brass. Keeping your feet to the fire, buddy. All right. So, before I forget, the other thing I wanted to mention, horse brasses. Mike, old man things, out of the goodness of his heart, out of the blue, sent me a really nice parcel with those horse brasses in there. They are a standard issue for many pubs in rural England, And so thank you, Mike, for sending those to me and helping me to improve the old crow and cardinal. It's never going to get to the frog and toad level of pubbery, but a little bit here, a little bit there. Anyway, Mike, thanks again. I really appreciate it. So yes, I would say that if you can't find gold black, you could use a Virginia, a straight Virginia 507C, which I understand is also going away. Oh my goodness. Well, don't let that stop you. Being able to mix to your heart's content is a lot of fun, and the flavor profiles that it yields are interesting, and they're something that can be repeated if you wish. But I say go for it. It's well worth the effort, and it's fun. And until we meet again, this is so good. Sorry about that. I got interrupted. Nellie decided to go crazy when the mailman showed up. But what I wanted to say was, until we see each other again, take it easy, but take it. Enjoy your St. Patrick's Day. Explore the light and the dark side. Mix them and enjoy that as well.